let's assume that we're implementing a new updated HR system into an organisation. So some of the critical stakeholders obviously would be the actual HR staff, the people who use the system. There'd be an impact, of course, on the people who actually those HR people support, etc., etc. So let's just focus on, we're building a new HR system. What is the potential wins and losses if we succeed in delivering the new HR system on the HR staff? So one win may be, for example, you bring consistency into the recruitment process. It becomes more structured and more transparent. It'll be easy to see where we are in that particular recruitment process. So that's a win. But before you go down and look at the next win from delivering the new HR system, let's explore some of the potential losses that come from that win. Some of the losses could be, remember they don't have to be real, they can be perceived, that you actually de-skill the job. So in the previous current HR system, you need a lot of skills to use the recruitment process. With our new slick state-of-the-art HR system, all those skills are gone. It becomes simply an embedded AI type workflow. So clearly, for some people, you've de-skilled their job. You've potentially removed autonomy. In the old system, the one you're replacing, they had a lot of room to move in how they tweaked and recruited people. That'll be gone in the new system, so there's a loss of autonomy, there's a loss of control that some people may feel. There may be, for example, because there's increased transparency, the possibility that you reveal certain of your recruitment people are not as good as or as efficient as others. So for some of those people, they become, if you like, more revealed in their inefficiencies, and that could be a serious loss to them. Obviously, there'd be perhaps a case where you're actually putting in the new HR system to actually reduce costs. Now that is clearly going to translate into some people's heads as redundancies, another loss. So just a very quick use of the win-lose shows that there's a legitimate reason for some of the HR folks to be very concerned about. And by the way, this would affect how much they support the project. So a courageous, best-of-breed project manager would sit down, do that analysis, and of course you do the same for any other wins associated with the new HR system, sit down with the HR staff and have an open and honest conversation. These are the wins, these are some of the potential losses, have I got that right? And before we get into the project, notice I said before, what can we do up front to help you through that journey and potentially mitigate some of those losses? Overwhelmingly, that is a far better approach than what I've seen too many times, which is a PM or a sponsor goes in and tells everyone how wonderful the new HR system is going to be and never talks about those potential losses. As you can see, the wins start informing your benefits, which we'll look at in subsequent tutorials. The losses immediately start informing change management experts as to what they need to do during the project to go live and mitigate where they can those losses. It is a stunningly powerful tool, but as I said earlier, it requires a lot of courage to do it. So step up to the plate, use the win-lose on all your critical stakeholder groups, all of them. It'll do more than anything to build trust, relationships, and build honesty and transparency between you and those critical stakeholders.